Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44 Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the east spawn of Sand River Encounter and it's under the command of Hawkeye 6121. Game's underway. Now this is a 155mm howitzer mounted on top of a Walker Bulldog hull. So it's reasonably quick and it's got a big punch, but the best thing about the M44 is the fact that it's got this reload time of 16.51 seconds and it will do 550 alpha and penetrate 39mm of armor with a burst radius of 7 meters. Now what does that equate to? Well, it means as quickly as you put one round out, the next round is almost going into the chamber, and well, it is going into the chamber straight away, but it means that you can keep pumping those rounds out on the enemy and you can generate a lot of damage, and well, it makes this a very profitable arty. And that's why Quickie Baby actually regards this vehicle as the most profitable non-premium vehicle in the game. He's dialed in on that Valiant. Leading shot, long range shots, 48 hit points of damage. RNG pushed the shell to one side. Well, we've got an easy 8 there who's taking a bit of a liberty and goes over the edge of the dune. In fact, he's pushing into our territory. Looks like a lot of our guys went north instead of actually trying to defend the dunes. And we've just lost our Valiant there. Instead, Hawkeye's hitting the budgie. That's, I think, what most people are calling it now, the budgie rather than a boogie. Over in the valley, we've got a pair of KV-2s. A strunk of KV-2s. At least I think that's the term. Rounds out. Oh, we hit both of them. 2 critical hits each. And I bet you they're still there. No sign of them, but I pump another round in there as quickly as I possibly can. He's doing that. I think he was a little long on that shot. He should have been a bit shorter, but I'm pretty sure those KV-2s are still there. We've got a Thunderbolt nearby, and he's going to probably spot for us very shortly. Okay, he's turning his aim back up to the north. A lone Valiant on the opposite side of that dune. He's stationary, which should make it fairly easy to hit him. Yeah, it's a direct hit. 238. Look at the hole in his engine bay. Of course, that was a non-penetrating shot. It's just the effects that show a hole where the impact point was. Okay, we've lost 2 tanks more than the enemy now, so things are not looking so good for us. But Hawkeye's going to keep the fire up on the enemy. It's just he needs the enemy to be spotted by his teammates. Now, way down to the south of the map, there is an enemy tank, and it's the only one in sight other than the 2 tanks that are coming down from the North Pass, an Excelsior and a Wolverine. The Wolverine's just been dealt with, and the Excelsior is now bullying our Valiant. So Hawkeye's fired a round in, and the Excelsior was taken out by the Valiant. I think that's in small part due to the fact that the Excelsior not only got splashed by the 155mm shell, but also stunned by him at the same time, which helped the Excelsior, the Valiant rather, to get the kill shot. Now that KV-2, in fact that pair of KV-2s are in the cap, well, one of them's in the cap. That one's sitting just outside the cap. There's the other one. Rounds out. Direct hit on his turret. 246, a nice shot that one. Now they are firing at our teammates who are right on the south edge of the map, but they're both capping now, so he needs to do something about these guys. Well, that got a reset on one of them, not on both, and it looks like the KV-2s are about to be joined by that T-34 shielded. Is he going into the cap? I think he is actually. Okay, the KV-2's in sight. He's dialing in, ready to go. Pulls back. There's the T-34 shielded. I'm not sure why he's hitting that target. Oh, and he killed him. I would have been going for the KV-2 because he was in the cap at the time, but I suppose he was hoping that he would build up enough cap points. But that KV-2 just wiped out our KV-1. Rounds out on him. Direct hit for 237. KV2's gone down. The other one that's still capping is not. He's still in there. Almost ready to shoot again. Rounds out. Lovely shot by Hawkeye. Right on the money. And we're now 2 tanks ahead of the enemy. We were 2 behind. Now we're 2 ahead. Okay, this Valiant is a one-shot. And he's killed. So they're now 3 ahead. Hawkeye looking for a new firing position. Decided that's a quicker way round than going the whole way over the edge and down the normal side. It is. It works. You just don't want to damage the suspension of the vehicle if you can help it. Now he's decided to take himself into the dunes, or in the dune area here, because he's getting closer to the cap and we don't know where the other enemies are. 2 tank destroyers, 1 medium and 2 Arty. If we start capping, the enemy's going to start turning up, and it will be helpful to be closer to them when they do, so that we can get shots on them. He's having a look whilst he's on the move, and we've started to cap, and there's the enemy. It's a Valiant. He's dialing in, long range shot. Well, long range, medium range shot. There's a Wolverine actually fairly close to him at the moment. He fires that one in. The Wolverine's just over this ridgeline. He doesn't really want to get close to that guy if he can help it just yet. Let his teammates deal with that one. He'll deal with the long range ones. There's the Valiant again. Again, dialing in. Almost ready to shoot. He's been spotted. Oh, good hit. And the Wolverine was the one who spotted him at close range. But the Wolverine's been taken out. That was the enemy Arty trying to get him. He needs to keep moving though, because otherwise the other enemy Arty will get him. It's almost a professional courtesy that you go after your opposite number. But it's only enemy Arty knows how dangerous another Arty can be. I think you'll find that in most battles, once the enemy Arty's been spotted, he's attacked. Not just because he is powerful, but also because he's a fairly slow moving or stationary target, which is usually easy to take out and fairly vulnerable in terms of low hit points, low armor, and pretty much stationary. Okay, he's aiming for the hill. He's anticipating that one of the enemies is going to be up there looking through that gap. But the VK hasn't seen them, so... Oh, there's the SU-100. That's the last remaining tank destroyer hiding behind the bush. He's dialing in. He's ready. Lands in the bush. So the Russian number generator said "Niet" on that occasion. Looks like the VK got hit by an Arty. Okay, ready to go. He's going to dial in on the same spot again, because he's anticipating the SU-100 wouldn't have moved that far. Fires a round in. Oh, he was there! He got a blind hit there. The shell hit the SU-100 and the Russian number generator said "Da." Go for it again. Rounds out. Oh, he's moved now. But oh, actually, no, he hadn't moved that far. The shell landed near him and it looks like it stunned him, so he's probably taken some damage. Go for it again. We're capping. Rounds out. And that kills him. And they've capped out to win. Oh dear. So we're not going to kill the last two enemy, the last two Arty, who've just suddenly been found. But it was a good victory for Hawkeye 6121. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, first class tanker for Hawkeye 6121 in the M44. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one he got 17. He got a Gore medal for doing more damage than 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And he got a high caliber because he did the most damage in the game, more than any other tank. He did a win 8 of 7844, so 7,844, which is super unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. Well, highest damage was 2,725 hit points in that one. The next high scorer being the KB2 on the enemy team with 1,651, followed by our VK3002M with 1,412. When it came to kills, he had the highest number of those, but he shared it with the Valiant. Both got 3 kills each, 2 kills to the Achilles and 2 kills to the KB2 on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,057 for Hawkeye, 775 for the Achilles, and 755 for the VK3002M. He fired 19 rounds, got 10 direct hits, no penetrations, but 20 splash. Damage of 2,725 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 33 hit points of damage assistance, plus 579 hit points of stun assist of 16 stuns, and he got 13 defense points by resetting the cap whilst the KB2s were capping. On a premium count, he earned 49,565 credits, got 30,000 credits from completing the mission and events, and that brought up a total of 79,565. After resupply of ammunition, he took away 69,970 credits profit. He received 1,585 XP, got 3,172 for completing the mission and events, and took away 4,757 experience points altogether. So a good game there by Hawkeye 6121. It's a pity you weren't able to take out that last remaining 2 Arty. I'm pretty sure you could have got both of them. In fact, it would have been a difficult shot for you to hit that griller because he was so close to the rocks, but I'm pretty much assured that that VK would have just been able to slot the griller and the other last remaining Arty, which was a Hummel, because they must have been close together or in the near vicinity, and so I don't think the battle would have extended much longer. So it was really down to the fact that the guy who was in the cap just didn't want to give it up, or guys I should say, because it was more than one tank that was in the cap. And as a consequence, the game ended prematurely. But very good game by Hawkeye. Well done, Gore's medal and high caliber. Very nice. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.